I'm not very confident. Like, it is very... Hi guys. So, I know that ChatGPT is a very controversial, touchy thing right now, but it's the tool. I asked Chat to give me some recipes for the week, and one of the ones that I came up with sounded really interesting, so I'm gonna make it right now. This will be my first time trying it, so we're gonna do that here today. So basically it's like an Asian style coconut milk stew. They recommended using bok choy, but I'm not really a fan of bok choy. So I decided to go with kale. I'm gonna top it with some scallions. Of course, I have full fat canned coconut milk. I actually have some left over from a recipe the other day, so I'm gonna use this. Sesame oil. Calls for garlic. I'm lazy, so I have the jar. And I'm gonna use a little powder too, so I can really get that garlic flavor, you know. For about a cup of chopped mushrooms and fresh ginger, but also, again, I'm being lazy, so I'm gonna use the powdered plus this ginger juice and top it off with a little bit of lime at the end. And did not ask for onions, but I said I'm gonna just chop up some onions first because I love onions. Onions make everything better to me. I love onions. And also coconut aminos or soy sauce. This is what I had, so this is what I'm gonna use. I have most of this besides the produce, so let's get into it. First, I am setting aside my 2 cups of kale that the recipe calls for. Love that Whole Foods had the bagged pre-chopped kale because that just makes it so much easier. Now, when it comes to mushrooms, I don't really like the pre-chopped mushrooms because I just feel like they get slimy so much faster. So I am chopping them myself right here. I think the recipe called for about 1 cup of mushroom. Now, you know how I told y'all earlier that I added onion to this just because I felt like it? Honestly, that was a regret because I don't know. It almost came out like noodles in the stew. So maybe I could have kept the onions, but I should have just cut them differently. I should have fine diced them because I kind of cut them into strings. And to be honest, I have no idea why I decided to do that. But yeah, here they are. And I'm just checking with Chat to see the recipe once more. So let's get into it. Okay, so of course we're gonna oil our medium mushrooms, heated pan, and of course then the onion. See, like, look at these strings. Like, who told me to do that? Like, girl, this is why you just follow recipes the right way and don't be doing anything, because that, like, you'll see at the end. But my lazy girl garlic, my fave, then the garlic powder to boost it. That's ginger, my ginger powder, and then I'm gonna follow with the ginger juice. Give it all a good little whirl, and at this point the room was smelling so fragrant and so good with the onions, the ginger, the garlic, and then we have this toasted sesame oil. I don't know why I poured it like that. It looks like somebody's peeing. Yeah, sorry, it's gross. Anyway, so I used the rest of what I had in my bottle. Again, just giving everything a nice little whirl. The room is very fragrant at this point. I needed salt. It did not call for salt in the recipe, but I need salt. I'm a salty lover. Then our full fat coconut milk. That's a pausing thing because I kept wanting to say oil. Anyway, it came out lumpy per usual, but that's fine. I'm just stirring it down. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in the coconut aminos, 1 tablespoon. And this is another regret too. I feel like I should have used just soy sauce instead of coconut aminos, because if you've ever worked with coconut aminos before, it is a good alternative. However, it is slightly sweet and the soy sauce is salty, and it just added another layer of sweetness, which I feel like it could have left it, just made it more sour. So yeah, then there's the kale, and I'm just gonna put a cover on it to let that wilt down. So the finished product, I'm not very confident. Like, I have to do a lot of doctoring up. And I've tried some other ChatGPT recipes that were decent. So I'm not even shitting on it. Maybe this was just not the one for me, because the first thing it recommended was a coconut milk soup that had miso in it. I didn't have miso, so I asked for an alternative soup. So this is what I came up with. You see it? I'm about to pour it into a bowl. not the worst. It's not the worst. Okay. I did do some doctoring though, like I said. And I'm not gonna top it with scallions because I already feel like this kale is just a lot. Like, I do love kale, but like, I don't know. I think the kale is a little absorbent. It really absorbed. Okay, so here's the final look. Let's give a little bit of backstory. I am not a foodie. I'm not a foodie. I'm more of a vegan foodie than I've ever been any type of foodie, because I could take a pill to not eat. When I get hungry every day, it kind of irritates me that I have to eat every single day. And that's why it was easy for me to be vegan, because I don't even care about food. I literally can eat the same thing every day as long as it's satisfying me. But with that being said, I lose weight easily because I'm not a foodie. Like, I don't care about food. I don't think about food. I don't dream about food. So I asked Chat for some suggestions on some meal plans that were high in calories, low in starch, because I love noodles. I do love noodles though. I'm not a foodie, but I love noodles. I love bread. I love all the bad stuff. I love the fats. So that's how we landed here. And it seemed interesting, but let's give it a shot. It is very rich. And I did end up adding some red pepper flakes, and I did put lime in it. I think I recorded that. A little more garlic. I did add some salt because salt was not in the original recipe. And sage, because I feel like I needed something to just kind of balance. Like, I needed like a grounding herb, because I just feel like it was way, I don't know if that makes sense, but I needed something to ground it. So the sage really brought it together. It's really rich. It's not bad. It's almost too rich. Like, it's almost too rich. Like, you know when you eat like a super decadent chocolate cake and it's like, ooh, it's a little too rich. It's almost what it's like. It's not bad though. It's not bad. I don't think I'll make it again though, but I guess it's gonna get the job done for what I wanted, which was to pack on calories. Ooh, and that the red pepper flakes is like hitting the back of my ears and my throat. That means I needed it though. Also, it could be the ginger. It could be the ginger. I'll try exactly what I needed, low-key. Low-key-do. But yeah, so thanks for watching if you made it this far. My name is Gabriella. Please subscribe. I have been vegan since 2016, 9 years now. 9 years vegan. So I have some pretty interesting tips and tricks. So please subscribe. I am new here on YouTube, so I'm trying to grow my page up, mostly through shorts. I just share some of my TikToks that I make and just kind of push them over here. But I am trying to get more strategic with my YouTube because I really enjoy it. So I enjoy editing and I enjoy cooking. What even is that to be? It's probably an onion. So like, there's no cheese in it, so like, what's stringy? That's onion. Yes. Thank you guys. Bye.